Hey guys, before we get started today, I wanted to give a quick shout out to the Truth Council, the sponsor of the show today. A very special place where you can go to find out hidden insights, information that would be censored on nearly every platform about secret information, Christian studies that are being covered up, and interesting topics such as the information we cover on The Search For. You'll find a link in the description. Please check out the Truth Council. Almost 200 videos on this channel, and if you'd like to learn more on subjects like Tartaria and how that whole kingdom was hidden, on the millennial reign of Christ already occurring, on things like proof of these things with the buildings, the mud flood, the architecture that, according to the timeline and the equipment and these things that existed during that time, could not have built these buildings. It is the single most strong evidence that something else, advanced civilization, possibly angels, possibly saints in glorified bodies, built these structures. The Middle Ages, the Dark Ages, were actually the age of enlightenment, free energy, knowledge, peace. Money couldn't have been an object in building these things because the buildings are all around the world. It's like everybody was living in castles and these beautiful cities, and then something happened. A giant mud flood catastrophe buried the world, killed off most of the population, whoever was left. The people that built those structures vacated this place before that, and whoever was left over started manufacturing children, or there was all of these baby chambers. You see this in all of these old world pictures and stuff from the early 1900s, where they had incubators. Then they had orphan trains where they were shipping out kids. You could still find pictures where you could buy children through magazines. You could order them, pick a child. I want a blonde-haired kid. I want them XYZ. I want 2 of them. There'd be a price, and you have them shipped to your farm in the back of magazines and stuff like that. I want you to think about that concept. It happened in America, and it happened all around the world. In one place in Russia, they said some 2,000 kids a week were being shipped out of there. Ship them to Australia, shipping them to America, ship them all around the world. And we'd have trains full of hundreds and hundreds of kids being shipped across country. There was children working in factories while you have adults walking around in suits, and women in these big puffy dresses with big hats. They weren't working. The kids were working the factory. A quick shout out to the Truth Council, the sponsor of the show today. You'll find a link in the description. Please check out the Truth Council. It's a very strange time, which we believe is the post-millennial reign of Christ, where a remnant of people survived or existed afterwards, and a select group of against Christ people took over after the reset, took over knowledge, educated the children in false information. The survival of Christianity is a miracle at this time, and most of the people who spoke out or talked about Christianity wouldn't let go of the fact that Jesus was here and reigned, and they were trying to cover up. They threw him in mental institutions, these gigantic mental institutions that looked like castles back in the day. We don't build castles now to house mentally ill people, and even the old paperwork would say that religious zealots were placed in these mental institutions. So there's a lot of information I think you need to delve in, and if there's only the light version that can be talked about on FluffTube, you're never, ever going to get the full information. You're only going to get the highlights and the skimming on any channel. No matter where you are, where you go, it's all censored. That's why we have a private group where you can get information uncensored, and I have free information in the description below for you. Check out one of our other videos coming up right here, where it goes more into an educational teaching on how to understand some of this crazy stuff.